Hey, what's up, guys? You got your boy Nandra here. Welcome to another video. For this video, I'm playing some Portalcraft. Now, I'm not gonna talk about this deck list because I'm not like 100% sold that this is like, the best deck list. Like, for example, there's certain things in here that I'm playing that like I don't think he would play ordinarily, but I personally like them, so I'm still playing them. So when we do get more like, I guess, like refined lists, I'll go ahead and talk about it. But I just want to like talk about like these two games. So it's two games for my viewers. His name is Shurukkah. It's usually like among like the first, like, I don't know, like 10 people to like watch like my videos like the second they upload. So I wanted to just go ahead and play two like private matches with him. So he's actually on a variant of my Grandeur Dirt. I haven't actually updated it for this expansion. Well, sorry, I haven't updated it and like made a video with it, but he's using one of those. Like it's the list that he like tweaks himself. So I'll go ahead and toss back everything. I pick up Hamlin. The Hamlin is nice, so is the substitution as well as the Puppeteer Strings. However, I know he likes playing a grander playstyle, so I know that this game's gonna last a while. This the type of hand you would like if you were going second, but the current hand I have, it has nothing going on in it. I also know that, if I remember correctly, he doesn't play Magic Illusionist, so it's kind of awkward. So I'll go ahead and I'll Hamlin my Magister Lion. You really want to get Analyzer Artifact into your deck as fast as possible. Like those two, like both that, the Analyzer Artifact, and I think the Radiant Artifact are gonna be like the ones that you want the most of. The Radiant Artifact just because that's how you end the game. The Analyzer Artifact just because like that's how you keep going, and then the Ancient Artifact just because like that's how you answer certain things. So here he'll play out Stella. Like I said, like it's a grinder list. So to be honest with you, I have three different like lines of play I could go for here. I could go for strings. I could go for substitution. I can go for Cat Cannoneer. I believe ultimately I decided to just go for the Cat Cannoneer. Like I could go for the substitution as well, but I want to try to like start getting these ancient artifacts into my deck. Granted, like, I'm only doing this specifically because I know how much burn his list has. Like if you reverse like a more burn heavy variant, you might instead just like trade him and play Magisteel. But here he goes Andromeda, and then does an Evo. So to be honest with you, I had literally a perfect clear here with just the Puppeteer Strings. However, the Puppeteer Strings, like, it doesn't do anything for me. Like, I'm not actually doing anything. And if he sees that weakness, he might decide to go in. So instead, I believe what I ultimately decided to go for is just to go ahead and go face. I'll still ultimately play it out, just because like I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to do. Like generally, and like whenever it's like private matches, like, I do and don't take it seriously at the same time. Like I usually kind of like play the mini game of, oh well, can I force you to use an Evo first? Because like he went second. Like he's a throwaway, a throwaway or disposable Evo. So I kind of want to force him to use that, so this way I can start like working towards putting him into unfortunate situations. I also don't want to press my advantage here. I do top deck the Machina, that's great. I'm not going to Evo it. If I Evo it, I get punished by my Professor of Taboos. Instead, he has to actually give me his Evo with Master Mage Levi. That's fine. So it's a fair trade-off for both of us. And so now I have the Machina active. So this is kind of nice. Now I'm gonna try to not activate it just yet. Unfortunately, I pick up my 1-up Biofabrication. So now I don't have a choice. It's going to activate whether or not I want it to. So what we'll go ahead and do here is actually go ahead and put in as many artifacts into my deck as possible. So this way, I can just like get that going for me. And then I lose my hand and I redraw 6. This is not bad. Like I pick up 2 Analyzer Artifacts, and like I said, like those are going to be the ones you want to see. I get myself Levi'd again, and that's unfortunate. So here I pick up Hakurabি, but I'm not going to play it. I'll actually go ahead and play the Radiant Artifact and trade. To be honest with you, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can actually go ahead and get aggressive. But like I wanted to try to get like a feel for what it would be like if I was playing like a longer game versus like say Dirt. Here he plays out Professor of Taboos as well as Silent Laboratory. So now he has 3 creatures in play. So yeah, kind of awkward for me. I really need to pick up an Acceleratium in order to come back onto this board. However, I do still have things to do. I have the Safira synthetic beast in my hand, so like I really want the Safira to be like how I win, because like I'm not gonna be able to chip them down. Like I just want to be able to cycle and just kind of stall and just like make the Safira like enormous and just one shot them. Well, if possible. All right. So, to be honest with you, I should have played up the Hawk Rowby first in order to see what I get. Draw first. But, yeah. So I just go and play out my entire hand here. Luckily, I'm not in Resonance. I thought I was going to be, which is why I made this Evo. Or otherwise, I would not have made this Evo. But yeah, like Safira is still in my hand, thankfully. It's really difficult, trying to like manage your Resonance, just because like certain plays that you would make ordinarily, like certain plays that you make across like other decks, like suddenly become like not as good plays to make, because you might accidentally put yourself in the Resonance. You might like discard your hand, and being able to like decide what you're doing based off your hand each turn is kind of difficult when when you might actually like suddenly discard your entire hand and then have to start all over. So he makes another board with a Professor. This time he has 3 zombies as well as a Professor. We're both down to our last Evo, so I'll go ahead and I'll use out my Mystic Artifact here. I'll pick up the Radiant Artifact. I'll go ahead and trade. Again, he's starting to run out of cards. His list is a little bit slower than mine, so this means that, well, it's not really that he's slower than mine per se. It's just that it's just that like it doesn't have like as much out of hand damage as one might like. Like for example, like the majority of his out of hand damage is capped to like the Levi. It's capped to the Levi, the Halo Golem, and then the Silverblade Golem in his deck. So he really needs to basically get onto the board, is what I'm trying to get at. But thankfully we're able to deny it. We're able to like deny him from doing that. And slowly but surely my Safira is building up. Sorry about that. He plays like his 3rd Professor. I'm like, damn. Alright then. The Professor, yet again, it nukes my board. Thankfully, because I have so many creatures in play, it can't nuke my entire board, but it'll nuke most of it. It will nuke most of it, and that's unfortunate. I also can't kill the Professor unless I want to use up my Safira. I don't want to do that just yet. Here I pick up the Ephemera. The Ephemera is great. The Ephemera means I can start like trying to like make some cheese happen. The Safira is currently at 9, really 11 because I have these in play. Yes, so I'm currently like very close to lethal, but still slightly off. So I'll go ahead and play out the Ephemera here. I'll make some trades. Like, I pick up a Cat Cannoneer. That's great. I'll go ahead and trade here. To be honest with you, I actually did not. Alright, so I actually could just play out the Cat Cannoneer and that would have been fine. I could have gone face. The reason why is because if I do that, I believe I can set up lethal, I think. Because, okay, so it'll be 3 damage, so he'll drop down to 13. He'll kill that. He'll put this to 12. When this attacks, it'll get buffed up by the Ephemera, and that way I'll win. However, I want to be as safe as possible, so I'll just go and clear everything. Oh, sorry, clear as much as I can, I guess is the correct term. But yeah, like, but definitely I should have gone to set up lethal there, because again, I know exactly how much reach he has. I know that like at most he only could hit me for like, say, I don't know, like 13. But unfortunately, I'm forced to like discard my hand, so I do lose out on the Safira. So now I have to try to like cycle back into my second one. He plays a Wizard of Oz, but his board's kind of full, so I'm not sure what he's gonna play. He just chooses to draw a bunch of cards instead. That's fine. That's fine. I go to 9, and I have to clear this board, but I have a lot of things to clear this board with, so I'll just go ahead and play the Acceleratium to play out Analyze an Artifact. Now the great thing about this is that like when you have the Acceleratium and the Deus Ex Machina effect, it now means that you essentially actually get mana whenever you play out your Analyze and Artifacts, which is actually insane. As well as your Ancient Artifacts as well. Yep, so I'll go ahead and trade here again. Just trying to cycle through my deck, pick up all the things I need. I pick up the Safira. The Safira, as you can see, is enormous. So I'll go ahead and trade once more. Like, Ancient Artifact, trade again. Safira is now at 15. Now it's at 16. And that's lethal. So he actually just got one shot by Safira because the game just happened to go on that long. Yeah, like Safira is going to be the win con for a lot of these like portal decks for a while. It's just really good. Like if you played like Neutrone pre Felice nerf and you played Felice, like you'll 100% like understand. It's just a solid like win con you have. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and play the second game. This game was just because like I just figured I would give him like a salty run back because like getting one shot by a Safira from 16 HP is I'd be salty. Like I would definitely be salty. Alright, so this time I'll go ahead and keep the Deus Ex Machina. Also keep the Puppeteer Strings. To be honest with you, I believe I went first this game as well. Yeah, like, you wouldn't keep the Puppeteer Strings ordinarily. I'm only keeping it just because, like, I'm still just, you know, messing around with this deck, just tinkering with it. Portalcraft's win rate across the board is actually, like, relatively low, so I'm not gonna, like, feel bad or, like, embarrassed or anything like that. Unfortunately, I top decked the Safira very, very early. Safira is gonna largely be a dead card for me because, like, I'm more of a slow player overall, so it's good. Like, I'm not gonna want to play this until I can like play it for the enhance, and by that time, like, I'm gonna want to like one shot you. So I get some mystic artifacts into my deck, and that's nice. Here he just, you know, he plays some cards, plays some spells, plays up Mysterious Circle. That's great. Alright, so to be honest with you, I definitely could have played around Piercing Rune here, but like I'm just like nope. Like I expected him to go like Halo Golem or something like that, but instead he just plays Gingerbread House. I'm like sad. I'm like, oh, okay. So to be honest with you, here again, this turn I actually could just like played out like Spinarius Artifact, and I could have like pre-evolved this. For like I said, I'm a relatively slow player, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass. Like I'm under no pressure. I know exactly how much reach he has. That's very important. I cannot trust enough. Like, if you know how much reach your opponent has, like, it does change what you can and what you can't do. So here he plays a Halo Golem. He doesn't pre-evolve it. That's fine. Doesn't matter. I'll go ahead and go Substitution to get a puppet into my hand. And I'll go ahead and play Iron Staff Mechanic. Now, I know a lot of people would just like slam Deus Ex Machina here. I usually try to avoid doing that until I get like quite a few artifacts into my deck, so I can start like popping off with that. It's also important because I only play 2 Safira in my list, so, and then I top like the second one. I'm now just sad. I'm like, oh, okay. So now I have to play a stall game. I can't ever go into Resonance. Like even if I play Machina, I cannot allow myself to be at Resonance at the end of the turn. So I'm gonna have to do whatever I can to avoid that, while also trying to, you know, contest this board. I have a lot of tools to do that because, as you can see, like, my hand is really good at what it does. So I'll go ahead and play out the Mystic Artifact to draw a card, pick up Magister Lion. I'll go ahead and actually play out Spinaria. To be honest with you, this is a misplay. We're gonna like, alright. So if I knew I was gonna do that, and I did have a strong idea I was gonna do that, I should have gone with Spinaria first. This way I can get the buff on this, and this way I would not have to use my puppet. But I have to use my puppet. Like using the puppet's like, it's like whatever. It's like a small thing, but like you don't want to misplay when you play. So yeah. So here he plays a second Master Mage. I'm like, oh, okay. He evolves this because he realizes that hey, I can't afford to just like leave this in play. That's fine. So now what I'll go ahead and do is I'll actually go ahead and play it Magister Lion into Cat Cannoneer to go ahead and trade. I'll hold on to the strings for now because like the strings are actually really good at dealing with Professor boards, so I'll go ahead and hold on to it. Here he plays with the Earth Essence into the Halo Golem. He realizes that my deck doesn't have healing, so he's just gonna, you know, toss all these things face and only Evo when he has to. So here I'll go ahead and play up the Hawk Robbie. The Hawk Robbie picks me up Mystic Artifact. I'll go ahead and play out the Ancient Artifact. To be honest with you, I could have set the Acceleratium there in order to get my Magical Lion into the deck, but like I chose not to, just because like I kind of get held up in the whole draw first thing. But here, when he plays with the Silver Blade Goal, I'm like, oh god, did I die? Because he had, alright, so he has 6 cards in hand. He only needs to have two more other sigils other than just this Dwarf Alchemist in order for me to die. So here I'll go ahead and play out the Acceleratium. I'll go ahead and play out Hawk Robbie. And pause here. As we can see, my Safira is nowhere near big enough, so like this game could be coming down to a halt now. I'm really hoping it doesn't, but it's looking like it. So I'll go ahead and trade here. Match the Lion. Trade. Evolve. Go face for 4. So now my Safira is at 6. So I can actually start getting aggressive, like, well, sort of aggressive, like because this is like the do or die turn, so I have to get aggressive here. Like he's either gonna kill me or he's not gonna kill me. There's a fairly good chance that he might not kill me. So he plays the Starseers. We know that's a top deck. Here he actually misplays. He didn't know that, or sorry, he didn't know or like read that like the Verdict Ritual was actually gonna give him a actually had like Earthright attached to it. So he could have gotten like one more zombie here. Yeah, he could have gotten one more zombie and been able to blow up my 6/4. Which granted, if he had been able to blow up the 6/4, that would have meant quite a bit. It would have meant that I would have had to keep going. I would have had to that would not be like close to lethal as I am now. So here I'll go ahead and play the Puppeteer Strings. Like I said in game 1, these are very useful for clearing off Professor boards. I go face for 6. I full clear the board. I'll go ahead and play out a Magical Lion as well. And now I'm very close to just killing him. Like unfortunately for me, the issue is that like I ran out of artifacts, so I'm not gonna be that close. I also actually misplayed here. The correct play was to make 100% certain that I play out the Ephemera. The reason why you play out the Ephemera is this way you have next turn lethal, whereas now I actually need 2 more turns. I mean, granted, I already needed another turn, but yeah, like it's one that's like I would have been able to kill him through the Silver Golem this turn, but because I misplayed, I'm gonna get punished for it. I can still top deck and still be fine, but again, you don't want to misplay when you play. That's very important. So he does use the Verdict Ritual on my creature, realizing that he's almost dead. I will go ahead and trade and then go face with Safira. The Safira will get buffed to 6. She'll go back to being a 4. She'll go back to being a 4/9 at the end of the turn, but still, she's very large. He's used up, I believe, at least 1 professor, maybe 2 professors. So, and I also know that his hand doesn't have any sigils. It doesn't have any sigils in it. So, what we'll go ahead and do is I'll actually go ahead and play out the Illusionist. Here, I actually got scared, and I thought he was gonna like Verdict Ritual my Safira, because if he did that, I would have actually needed to keep going. But he doesn't, and I just play out the second Safira and I kill him. Like these games were like, I don't know, like they're pretty cool. I felt like I didn't play to the best of my ability, which is like unfortunate. Like it's one of the reasons why I like Portercraft, because I feel like Portercraft is gonna be one of those things that kind of like makes me a good player, or it's gonna be one of those things that makes me a better player. Because like I feel like at the moment they require like a unique skill set in terms of like how you handle playing the deck and playing with the deck, playing with the deck and like playing out all of your turns. At any rate, if you enjoyed the video, go and leave a like, go and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Let me know what your thoughts on Portalcraft are. Not this deck per se, because again, like this deck is still a work in progress. But yeah, like, do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Let me know all of these things down below in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.